Hermits are some of the best Minecraft builders in the world, and they often come up with creative ways to use blocks in their builds that can easily go unnoticed. So for today's video, I explored every single Hermit's base to find my favorite 50 build hacks in Hermitcraft Season 10. And by the end of the video, we will declare the Hermitcraft champion of obscure block detailing. Starting off, we of course have Mr. Bdubs. Bdubs is a true artist, placing every block perfectly down to the blades of grass on the ground. Just take a look, a peek at this view, look through the trees there, see that waterfall. Yes, that waterfall looks the best from a distance, but let's take a look up close. Bdubs has used a campfire to add some movement to the bottom of the waterfall, catching it with an iron trapdoor, using some cobwebs for bubbles at the bottom. You would never think to use white and gray blocks for water, but yeah, that's really how water looks in real life. Right up here, there is a picnic bench where he used campfires as the seats, and don't forget about the view. Look how beautiful that is, oh my goodness. Continuing down the path, there is something I would never have thought to use in the overworld with grass even, and that is warped nylium. Up at Bdubs' starter base, he used a boat to enclose some rose bushes, and inside, he used hay bales and leaves to make a beautiful rug. Down at Bdubs' fishing area, he has this beautiful little dock where this tree uses candles to make it look like some leaves are coming down in strings. He also used signs and glass panes and mangrove roots to make a fallen tree down in the water. And next I would like to focus on this building. On the side of the building, Bdubs has built this beautiful rabbit habitat. These guys aren't able to go in there, of course, but there would be a comfy place to go take a nap, I think. And finally, up here where Bdubs received his mail, he built this little cabin where he covered pretty much the entire thing in signs, which is a really cool effect until you get too far away and it kind of gets ruined. So sad. Next up, we have the base of Mr. Mumbo Jumbo. Mumbo Jumbo has truly stepped out of his comfort zone this season, expanding his horizons in building and incorporating redstone into it. Over here at his factory, he used fence gates to make ladders up the smokestacks, turning into chains that are sideways that just look so good from a distance. And one more quick thing before we move on to the next hermit is this fan here. This one specifically, because he has so many fans at his base, but this one has looms behind it, making it look like a true air vent. It might be shut off right now, but it is very realistic. Up next, we have Good Times with Scar and his amazing zoo and zoo train. Scar has made a habitat for so many of the animals in Minecraft, giant redwood trees, and a fantastical train with so much detail packed into it. Over here where Scar has his zombie exhibit, I would like to point out this gas station in particular and how corroded he has made this look. Just look at this. There's stairs, signs, slabs, trapdoors, fences, fence gates. There's even a hanging sign on this side. Just look how much detail there is in this one little platform. It's amazing. But while we're here exploring Scar's zoo, there is something that I would like to talk to you all about just for a moment. I have hit 2,000 subscribers as of the release of this video. Thank you all for that. And to celebrate, I am opening up my very own Discord server. You can join right now for free with the link in the description if you would like to hang out, chat, give some video ideas, criticisms, collaborate, or join in on a Minecraft event. So many surprises are in store on the Discord server, so if you're interested, I highly recommend it, and I will see you all there. Over here where Scar is feeding his pet sniffers, there is some candles mixed in with some of these, oh my goodness, excuse you, candles mixed in with the other plants to make them look like wildflowers. And if you ever want to build a snowy biome in your world, how about you use some dead coral next time, or some glass panes to make some icicles. And now let's take a look at the zoo train, where Scar has used redstone blocks like pistons and crafters to make beautiful details within the engine of the train. And up where the conductor sits is this chair made out of trapdoors, signs, and a slab. And in Scar's hanging caboose of the train are just a couple more details I would like to share with you. One being this nice little umbrella on the outside with a chicken jumping underneath for some reason. And on the inside, Scar has made this beautiful little living area. And take a look at this television. Look at those antennas, the trapdoors. The levers power the trapdoors, which is how they're able to stay like that. It's just so perfect. And next up we have the monstrous, spooky, creepy, eerie, haunted base of Gemini Tay. For starters, Gem has used dripstone for the teeth of her sea monster. And to repair her lighthouse, she used scaffolding and bamboo blocks to make it look like it is currently being repaired. And one last thing here at Gem's base is this little pumpkin patch area where she has used pickles to make these large pumpkins, and small pumpkins have stems to them. Oh, and these guys jump scare you. Don't forget about that. Oh my gosh, again already. Oh my goodness. I better get out of here before any more jump scares happen. And next up we have Skizz's base. Skizz built this giant 5-tier pyramid minigame representing Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Skizz of course built this gigantic pyramid, and at the third to the top level is where we're going to find a little house where Skizz has used banners to add cushions to his couch just by adding a stair on top of the top half. He also used campfires with minecart hoppers on top, with iron trapdoors on top of that to make a stove. Look how crazy that is. Why are you eating over there, mister? Next, let's take a look at the Cyberpunk City. Built by Impulse SV and Bdubs together in a collaboration of the ages to make a dilapidated and futuristic style city. Starting off on the Bdubs half of the map, there is this crosswalk that flashes as people cross the street. Underneath is just some observers that are looking at repeaters going around and around and around again. There are also these really cool lampposts with pots at the bottom connected to some fences, lightning rods, and a hanging sign on top. And who could forget about these trash cans? On top of a podzol, the copper grates look like a perfect metal trash can. And how the heck did this grass get here? What the heck is this? What the heck is this? I don't know how this grass is here. What even is that? What are you? Are you an armor stand? Oh, it was an item frame. Oh, weird. Also on the Bdubs half are some trash bags, another cool fan design, and my absolute favorite of all, probably my favorite of this entire video, is using podzol inside the wall of this building. Podzol doesn't turn into dirt when blocks are placed on top of it, so you can use it to get these lines on your builds. It may not work in all scenarios, but for that one, it works great. And here we are at our next half of the city that Impulse SV built. A couple things I want to point out here. Look at these chairs with hoppers, detectors, and signs. Up here there are minecarts with signs that look like they're holding them in. And finally, Impulse has made large text on these hanging signs. Which reminds me, have you ever heard about Big Sign Writer? It's a mod that you can download and you can write on any sign just by turning on big text, and you can type whatever you want and it will come out large. It of course works on hanging signs as well. Let's just give this a quick little switcheroo here. I did that in less than a minute. All it needs is to be green and then add a little bit of glow. And there you have it, a new sign for Bop and Go. You could say it doesn't have the same effect, but is it more efficient? I would say so. I'm sorry this turned into a promotion. My friend made Big Sign Writer and I just saw the opportunity. I had to take it. And now we have our other new hermit for season 10, Smallish Beans, aka Joel, which is what everyone calls him, even though his Minecraft name is Smallish Beans and he's the only one who doesn't get called by his actual Minecraft name, he gets called by its real name. This massive city is packed with detail, interiors, and so much to explore. Right here in the city, we have a view of 3 details I want to show you. First, of course, the banners that look like Japanese lettering, lecterns with trapdoors on top to make a balcony, and look at those pots. on top of this building here. That is a cool little topper. And one more hack from Joel is right over here. Look at this. He used the Japanese banners with a frog light on the inside and added mushrooms inside of pots to make dangly bits. Look how cool that is. Look at those lanterns. That's so awesome. I've never seen anyone do anything like that before, and I love it. Up next, we have the base of Miss Fall Symmetry, and I did not realize how many details have been packed into this base until I looked around for this video. Oh my goodness, buckle up. Starting off, we immediately have a truck with banners surrounding the outside to add windows. Look at how cool that is. I've never seen someone use banners for their truck. On the outside of one of False's buildings, she has made windows with scaffolding and trapdoors, making the windows really deep, but so detailed. There's even a fern on this one. This building of False's has to be one of my favorite buildings. Look at all of the blocks that she used for this. There is iron ore in there. There is emerald ore in there. And not only that, False has used a painting, the back side of a painting, chains and signs to make this cool blocked off doorway. Oh, it's two paintings. Over here, False has made some shipping containers with trapdoors and a balcony with banners and carpets as a little roof. False has made some chairs with pistons, trapdoors, and signs on the back. Straight from the wilderness of Canada lies our next hermit, who is definitely not washed up, Etho's lab. Etho really expanded on his building skills with this space, building from the inside out but also creating a beautiful exterior that even has a roof. This entire base is so functional and aesthetically pleasing, but let's look at his block detailing. Around the back here, Etho has a little garden, and there is so many build hacks in this one area. For one, look at these little lily pads in the water. The coral is just staying alive on the trapdoor. There are also some railings of hanging signs, a cauldron hanging with grindstones, and this beautiful garden area. On the inside, Etho has a grandfather clock, these windowsills made with trapdoors, this beautiful little fish tank, and these cupboards that are decorated with signs. Straight from Australia, our next hermit creates structural and colorful masterpieces through Minecraft. Pearlescent Moon's base is so much bigger than it seems like in the videos. I mean, just look at the size of this thing. It keeps going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Within the Happy Ghast infested building lies these shelves over here. They're so stocked up with different boxes and barrels, and they all have a nice shape to them using the slabs, trapdoors, and signs. On the second floor of the ballroom, there is a little seating area where she has made these beautiful tables and chairs with moss carpet on top. And finally, Pearl has made some balconies with lightning rods and slabs on top and small drip leaves with the tall grass above to make a beautiful looking balcony with leaves hanging down and ladders on the wall. And now for Keralis' first base, this tropical getaway with so many trees, buildings, an airplane hangar, and a yacht. To enter the base, we of course have to lift down the bridge, built with trapdoors, grindstones, all kinds of redstone blocks. Over at Keralis' bushes area, he has pots within pots with dead bushes and leaves on top to make some nice planters. He also has this nice little restaurant with these beautiful scenic tables with bamboo and candles. Over here at the fishing dock area, he used cobwebs for netting along with bamboo trapdoors. And finally, my very favorite area of Keralis' base, where he has built tables with hanging signs for the chair stands, a sand castle and a little bridge with a hanging sign and candles, a little swing with hanging signs and trapdoors, and a cozy little area with these two chairs that connect each other with a gate. You can't have chairs this close to each other unless you do this. What a clever solution. But unfortunately, this tree it's missing a piece. Come on, Keralis. Speaking of Keralis, let's take a look at Keralis' second base in the snowy tundra. On the outside of the base, Keralis built this snowplow with banners on the front to create little ridges for the snow to be pushed with. He also created some metal fencing with andesite walls and candles on top. And finally, another one of my favorite build hacks is this server room. All of these banners look like a bunch of servers stacked up on top of each other. And I know this is impossible in vanilla, but like, look at these computers, isn't that awesome? And now that we have looked at all 50 of my favorite Hermitcraft build hacks, it is time to declare the champion of obscure block detailing. And the winner is... False Symmetry. False Symmetry winning this contest came out of nowhere in my mind. I haven't watched False in a long time, and seeing how many little details that she has added in this base really makes me want to get back into her videos again. So everyone, give a round of applause for False Symmetry, go give her a subscribe, and thank you all for watching to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe to my own channel. That would be greatly appreciated, and I will see you all in the next video. Later!